Can you believe it? We are at the end of our Journeying with the Plant Spirits course. 8 lessons, lots of territory covered, and my sincere hope is that you found some inspiration in these lessons, some permission to do the work and explore, and maybe some magic and some medicine for yourself along the way. I want to end with 5 ways that you can take this work deeper. So if you're ready for more, if you want to consider this Journeying with the Plant Spirits course like a 101, here are some things that you can do to go further in, go deeper into the labyrinth, so to speak. So the first thing is to go again. There's no reason why we cannot sit with the same plant spirit many times, whether that's many times in a row or many times over the course of a year or over the course of a lifetime. I have several allies that over years and years and years I've sat with countless times, sometimes 3-4 months in a row. So if you feel like there's more to be learned, if you feel like you sit with a plant for a lunar cycle and you just barely started to understand something about them, go again. And you will find that kind of like a spiral. Every time you do that journey, your work will become more and more elevated. More and more will come through, and you'll start seeing the effects of that plant spirit's medicine in your life, especially if you are engaged with an intentional sacred reciprocity with that plant, if you are in some way giving to them as they give to you. If you don't participate that way, more often than not, the plant spirits will still shower you with their verdant blessings. But when you do enter into sacred reciprocity with all of our spiritual kindred, including the nature spirits, the plant spirits and their mighty guardians, you will find that the blessings increase and are able to go further in your own life. So there's one thing. A second thing you can do is ask the plant who you are currently journeying with or are about to wrap up journeying with, who you should journey with next. Let each plant sort of act as a mentor in who should come after them. And the reason this is really cool is because the plant spirits, as we work with them in these really ritualized and intentional ways, they come to know us as we come to know them. And they are all connected. They are all gathered around the world tree, just as we are, members of land, agents who draw up the sea, who soak up the sky. And so we can very easily ask a plant spirit, hey, now that I've spent a month hanging out with you, who do you think I should sit with next? Who's going to help take me on the next step of my journey, or who's going to bring me what I need next, or kind of nudge me into that right amount of discomfort that I'll find some growth. So you can ask for synchronicity, omen, inspiration, dream, whatever, and kind of, expect that the plant spirit you're sitting with now will find some way to bring who you should sit with next up in your life. And as always, when you get that message, follow it. It's very important that we honor, acknowledge, and follow. So there's 2 things. Third thing, start cultivating the relationship of familiar, meaning that when you sit with a plant who really hits home for you, the month is very filled, there's easy communication between you, a lot of magic happens, you just really feel like the relationship is a good fit. You understand each other, they challenge you in good ways, they bless you in good ways, the things that you do for them feel received. It's like a human relationship. When you meet somebody and the chemistry is there, it's right. So when you encounter those plants, and it may be the first one you sit with, it may be the 50th one you sit with, don't hesitate to take that relationship deeper, to take it out of the 29-day journeying protocol and allow it to become part of your everyday. So starting your day by sharing breath with that plant spirit, or stewarding them, or visiting them in the wild, or creating a spirit vessel for them where they can have a place of honor on your altar or shrine. calling them into your dreams, your meditations, your workings of magic and medicine. Really allow them to become a patron spirit for you, a guardian spirit, a guiding spirit for you. This is where the real magic of familiarship begins. So there's 3 ways. 4th way, if you haven't already done this, get into making medicine. Start crafting medicine, start crafting magic, especially with the plant spirits who have initiated you and taught you some really cool things about themselves. Make the infused anointing oil, make a botanical incense, make tinctures, make dream pillows, do all the things that allow us to take the power of the plant spirits from their realm and the art and craft of our hearts and hands in this realm and combine them into one expression. This is why art and craft, these 2 words, get thrown around in these sorcerous workings so much, because this is the one thing we bring to the spirit world that is of the greatest value in our devotion, is that we are able to, through vision, through will, and through shaping, we are able to make. We are able to create. This is our way of creating. So make medicine, learn to make medicine, and especially, if you have the ability to plan ahead, you can make some medicine using the plant that you will be journeying with next. So instead of buying a tincture from a store, maybe you can craft the tincture yourself, which you will then use to sit with and journey with that plant spirit, or making sachets or candles or incense or whatever. So medicine and crafting, step 4. And then last but very much not least is to share. The plants are incredibly giving. They give to us constantly and often without recompense. And so when we embody that spirit, they are very pleased, in my experience. And so what that looks like is when you journey with a plant and that plant gives you some wisdom about themselves, and you, through your studying over the month and your experiences, you come to know something about the deep medicine, the deep magic of that plant, their virtues, then you should share that with other people. Make medicine with that plant and gift it freely. Commune with people who love plants and share your knowledge with them. As long as it's not stuff that a plant spirit has told you is just for you, you can share it openly and, add to the cauldron from which we all draw our plant spirit mysteries. So anytime you find an opportunity to share what you know, or share what you can do, or share what a plant has given you with other people, with their consent and permission, this is very important, you should do so. I do try to avoid cramming advice and opinions down people's throats when they haven't asked for it. Sometimes advice, even though it's well-meaning, can be violent, right? That if somebody's just trying to vent and unpack to you and you're kind of cutting them off with, well, here's the herbs I would take for that, it's not a therapeutic environment. What we want is for people to be around us, experience our connection to the plants, and really clearly ask to be part of that, ask to draw from that well of wisdom and experience that we have. So 5 ways that you can take this work deeper right now. Of course, I hope that you enjoyed this particular course and all of the others. If you have any questions now or in the future of doing this work, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will see you next time.